And I want to say to you 9 out of 10 times, budget is question 4 or 5 at the end of the paper. And you never get to it because you guys work your papers wrong. What you do is you work the whole question and try and fix it, and by the time is over, you're like, oh, I never did budgets. So, please guys, practice to first do everything you can do and not sit on stuff that you need to figure out. Or make budget your second question. Remember, your paper 2 is your recons, it's budgets, it's inventory, and it's manufacturing and fixed assets. That's your, and VAT. So here we go. Why do we do budgets? It's to plan, and they love to ask, why do we do budgets? Yes. Yeah. I just need a list to send in and count. Oh, there's 70 people, but there was supposed to be 103. Okay. It's for planning purposes. Ne? Why? Because now I'm going to compare. I budget my phone to be 300 Rand, but it's 500 Rand. So now I know I overspend. Why did I overspend on my phone? Oh, because my boyfriend never phones me. I'm the one always phoning him. So then we go and we solve the problem. You see. Okay, next one. For monitoring purposes, we will be able to monitor our expenditure so that we don't overspend. So can you see, basically, it will show you how much you still have left. So I do that with the copies. So I will budget 300 copies per learner a year, and then I keep track, and when I get to 200 copies, I know now I can't make any extra nice things like all papers for you anymore. You're going to have to do it yourself. Can you see? Planning. So, the other thing they like to ask, yes baby, didn't you get notes? Where's the notes? Did you get? Okay, now, the other thing they like to ask you is, why do you set up a cash budget? Now, I know this might come as a surprise, but profit is not equal to cash. So please, when you're talking cash budget, you do not talk about, oh, we are planning for our profit, or we are planning for our income and expenses. Ne? Just think of your, where do I calculate profit? In my income statement. And if you think about the income statement, the first thing you remember is you start with sales. Is my sales always just cash? No, sales isn't cash, it's cash and credit. If you go to cost of sales, is cost of sales a cash item? No, it's a stock item. Because what is cost of sales? It's a T account that helps me keep track of how much stock is leaving my business. It's not money coming in or out. Can you see then in the end, if I get my net profit, that net profit is not my cash. I can have a net profit of 7 billion Rand and a bank overdraft and struggle to pay my people their wages. Okay. So when they ask you for the definition of a cash budget, you say it shows future cash receipts and payments. If they ask you, now remember, we don't just do a cash budget, we also do, what's the other one we do? We do the cash budget, and we also do the projected income statement, which is basically your income statement that they divide into future months. So what will I plan with a projected income statement? There I would plan for future profit. There I would plan for future income and expenses. Okay. So please just make sure about that. And then, of course, you can go read through this. This is a copy of your grade 11 stuff. Please, they love to ask the question, what will go in the cash budget but not in the income statement, and what will go in the income statement but not the cash budget. Okay, so in the cash budget, anything where money goes in and out, just think, will this influence my bank? So if I pay my loan, will it influence my bank? Yes. If I depreciate a car, will it influence my bank? No. Okay, so make it an easy one for yourself. You can go read through all of this. I want to get to the debtors collection. I want to at least be able to do this with you today. Now, I want you to just remember, let's work in our months. We have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. Now, how I work it is the month of the information. I make it my base year, so I make it 0. What am I saying? Let's go look. They will give you things like this. They will say, it is the company's policy to grant debtors credit limits. Can you see here? This is my credit policy, né? And your credit policy is about your credit terms and your credit limits. So if they ask you a question, can you see debtors age analysis? Can be a sub-question in budgets, and it can be a sub-question in recons. So be aware of what debtors age analysis is about. Next, the first thing you're going to look at is, does this debtor keep to the limit, his credit limit? So what's your credit limit? So I open an Edgar's account. My credit limit is 1,500. Now I want to buy Doc's. Doc Martens shoes, which is 3,000 rand. Can I buy it on credit?
No.
I can buy part of it on credit. I can buy the 1,500 on credit, but the other 1,500 I need to pay cash or credit card. Then I owe the bank. Okay. So now their credit limit is 17. They are expected to settle their accounts within 30 days from the date on the statement. That's my credit term. Okay. Now, how do I get debtors to keep to the terms? I send reminders. I give discount if they keep to the credit terms. I ask interest if they don't keep to it. Right. But now reality kicks in. And reality, yes, I want them to pay within 30 days, and I'm putting all these measures in place that they pay in 30 days. But I need to see the reality. And the reality, if I look here, is they say, let's see. They say only 35 settle in the month of sales, 35%. 45 pay after 30 days. Can you see that? 45 does not keep to the credit terms. That 15 does not keep to the credit terms. The 5 is written off. So if you add all of that percentages, you'll get to 100%. Okay. So this is your reality. So in your reality now, you need to go see what's happening. So, can you see here, they say prepare a debtors collection schedule, because I need to be able to budget the cash that's going to come in. Right. So, can you see they give me April, May and June. Now if I look here, they tell me the total sales for the past year is 1,820. So if I divide it by 12, I will get the average sales. Okay. 65% is on credit, meaning 35% is cash. Now they give me the total sales for May to July. Okay. The company uses a markup of 25%. Can you see I can calculate cost of sales? Stock is replaced on a monthly basis, meaning cost of sales is equal to purchases. 35% of all purchases is cash, meaning 65% is credit. Creditors are paid in the month after the purchase in order to receive 5% discount. Okay. Now, can you see here they give me the cash budget and the debtors collection. So the debtors collection is needed to see what are we going to pay our debtors in June. Not pay our debtors, what is our debtors going to pay us? Okay. Now, if I go look at May, can you see they want the cash sales? Now, I've already said here the cash sales is 35%. And this is May. May is 182. So I'm going to say 182 times 35%. And that's going to give me May. 6. Okay, 63,700. The collection from debtors, I need to go calculate. And it would be this. It's this total here that I want to put in there. Okay. So, now if I look at this one. Now, you remember I drew the years here. So basically, let me just quickly give you the gist of it. If I'm working with sales in January, January would be 0. February would be the month following. March, 2 months following. April, 3 months following. You got it? If I talk, what is now? So I say, if it's January, what's 1 month after January? What's 2 months after January? Can you see now? Okay. So if I look at February, February is my month of sales. Can you see now March is 1, April is 2. You guys see how I do it? Okay. So now when I look at this thing here, I say 35% of debtors settle their accounts in the month of sale. Meaning, if the sales is January, they settle in January. So that is a 0. Ne? Then they pay in the month following. That would be a 1. They pay in the second month. That would be 2. 5% is written off. That would be a 3. So if I look at June, so I see they gave me here April. So I've got April, May, June. Ne? Can you see if they tell me April is the month? Please stop talking. April is the month. It means May is 1 month following. June is 2 months following. So what is 2 months following? It's 15%. So it means here in this June, I'm going to say April, I bought 122,800. And in June, I'm going to receive 15% of that. And how much is that? 18 for, thank you. Okay. You guys with me? May, if May is the month of the transaction, it means June is 1 month following. 1 month following is 45%. Meaning I'm going to take May times 45%. Can you see we don't have the credit sales of May? But we have the total. You see? And the total, and they tell me 65 is on credit. So I'm going to take the total, the 182, I'm going to times it with 65% to get my credit sales. 118,900. So now I take the 118,300 times 45%, and that gives me
53235.
Okay. Now if I look at June, June is my month. So June would be 35%. So I go look. 114,400 times 35%, and that gives me
40,040.
And now I total.
Then
Yeah,
all this before information, what do we do about it?
nothing.
So even the 5% of the creditors paid in the month.
We're going to do the creditors now with purchases.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to transfer that 11,695.75. Okay, I calculated it wrong. Nobody dies. Let's just quickly write it. What is it now? 111745. Was mine right? Oh, Jamila. So it's the 111695. Okay? The one that I had there. Okay. Now, yes. Okay, so the June one is, can you see June is June? Yeah, so there's no months that increased or decreased or followed. Okay, now I need to do the purchase of stock. Now remember, they didn't give me the purchase, but they gave me the means to do the cost of sales. Okay, so now let's do the cost of sales for purchases. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to take the total. So remember, if it's May, cash is always in the month. So I'm going to take for May, I'm going to take the sales for May, né? And I'm going to times it with 100 over how much? They say 35% is cash, né? But we first need to get a markup of 125. And then I times with 30%, and then I get C. You get what I did?
No.
So I take the sales for May, which is 182. Okay. Now I want the cost of sales, because the cost of sales is equal to the purchases. So I work out what is my cost of sales. And then only 30% of that is cash. No, 35. 35% of that is cash. So what does that give you? 59, 6.
59 or 509.
Okay, 59.60. Okay, now I want this. I want June. But if you read here, they say creditors are paid in the month after the purchase in order to receive 5%. Now can you see? Now we want to calculate June. So when did we purchase this? We want to pay our creditors. So it means it's the purchases we did in May. So what I'm going to do now, so if I do the credit purchases, in other words, the payment of creditors, I'm going to take the sales of May, ne? I'm going to work out the cost price of May, ne? Now I want 65%, ne? Because this is credit, but I'm getting a 5% discount. Can you see that? So I'm going to take that 182. I'm going to calculate what is the cost of sales. I'm going to calculate what did I buy on credit. I'm going to calculate the discount. And that's going to give me D. Yes.
But if I wanted to find D by using the 83,642, how would we do it?
The what?
This one.
No, you can't use the 83,640. Because this 83 is, are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't use this one to calculate that. Because this one was the credit sales for April. Remember, what I buy in April, I pay in May. What I buy in May, I pay in June. What I buy in June, I pay in July. So you can't use that. You can use that one to calculate your cash purchases for April. Does that make sense? Okay. What is my answer? 89,908. Okay, I am done for the day.